How do you pass an interview to be a recruiter? Help! Check out this video right now and find out. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you haven't seen this channel before, it's all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter. So we need to get to it. We need to get you a job. How do you pass a recruiter position? All sorts of levels. Maybe you have experience, maybe you don't. I will tell you this. Not the easiest. I don't think interviewing remotely anyways is that easy. I think that's a whole science, whole different ballgame, whole different video. How do you pass an interview as a recruiter? First of all, I know that when you're first getting into it, you are nervous, you don't know what to do, you don't have the experience, you need to fake it till you make it, which is a common thing I say all the time. So I still stand by that. You do have to fake it till you make it, and I do definitely stand by the fact that I like to hire just go-getters. Well, you need to definitely show that you can just roll with the punches. Pay attention, and this might even go for a lot of different roles. Pay attention when you are applying. I think that a lot of people just start willy-nilly applying everywhere in hopes that they'll land somewhere. But be cognizant of the fact that if you do the spray and pray method, you are going to look really, really sloppy. People do know, and they do get that vibe, because you will eventually interview with the company and totally forget which company you're interviewing with and not be prepared. And that is the most embarrassing, big no-no thing you could do. So pay attention to where you're applying. Be thoughtful to where you're applying. Now, don't take so much time that every single position you're writing this novel to them. That's also kind of annoying because you don't want to be like an overthinker and take a lot of time, but you do have to know where you're applying to. So once you get the email or the call, hey, you ready to interview? Again, let's go back to being prepared. Go on their site. Look at the people on LinkedIn. Is there a connection from anybody that works there? Definitely know why that company stood out for you. That's going to be one of the first questions most people ask. Why are you applying at Techies? Have an answer. Why do you like being a recruiter? Why are you a recruiter? What are the best and worst things about being a recruiter? Those are just, questions you need to have the answers to right off the bat, for sure. Let's just get past all like the personal stuff. Even though personal and culture fit definitely get into play, you still have to know how to do it. A Boolean search. I'm gonna say it again. A Boolean search is one of the number one things that you will be asked to perform or to prove that you can do it as a recruiter. If you cannot do a Boolean search, Google that right now, check out one of my videos, and even I definitely suggest reaching out to LinkedIn. They have a lot of really amazing videos on how to use their platform and how to do a Boolean search. That's like huge. I can't tell you how many people don't know how to do one properly. They spend a lot of time just looking through too many people. It's too precise. They don't know the difference. I mean, there's lots of different ways to do it and to be a professional at it. So I think that's number one, because I got to tell you, if I had a recruiter or if I was interviewing a recruiter, maybe he's not a recruiter yet. Maybe they just did the course on the millionairerecruiter.com. Maybe they just they're inspired to be one and they watch the videos, or they're just involved in the community whatsoever. I'm not looking for a certain background or education or anything like that. I'm just looking for a self-starter that can figure it out. So definitely look that up. When I interview someone, I'm definitely going to say, hey, if you don't know the answer to something, what do you do? You Google it. Yes, you could ask questions, but the bottom line is you have to move fast. As a recruiter, that's something that we look for a lot. We look for someone that is not just going to twiddle their thumbs. So that all those questions around that is definitely going to be pretty heavy. And then we're going to say, we're going to ask, if you don't have results, if you're not getting results, what do you do? How do you handle rejection? As a recruiter, you are going to get rejected this way, that way, all these ways. I'm having an offer trouble today with somebody. not even gonna talk about it. So like that happens all the time. And so you just have to go with the flow. And so as someone that's going to be a recruiter, let's recap real quick. You have to be resourceful. You have to be knowledgeable with who you're interviewing with. You have to move quickly. So get that across. You have to have precise answers. Now, I'm going to touch on this a little bit. There's an answer for everything. There's also an ambiguous answer for everything. So the more ambiguous you are, the less real you come across. You need answers. I think everybody wants answers. And when you do a roundabout answer to a question you were asked, it's such a turnoff. And you might think that you really got them because they forgot what they asked for in the first place, but that is just not the case. They'll eventually either go back to the question and ask you again, or they'll just be like, you know what, nope, this person didn't answer me honestly, or they couldn't bullshit honestly. I guess there's that route too. So definitely make sure that when you are interviewing for a recruiter position, you are letting the company or the agency know your work style and ask questions. Don't ask, how much is my pay? Although I know you need to have that conversation, but that's not the first question you ask, right? Don't ask benefits right away. Don't ask vacation policy right away. I mean, I kind of giggle that everyone should know these answers, but I have to tell you, I work with very well-educated software engineers, and I've had companies pass on very intelligent people because they have done these no-nos, asked questions like that right off the bat that just kind of rubs people the wrong way. So even though you do need those answers, so you want to ask the company questions on growth, direction. What does my day-to-day look like? Who am I reporting to? How can I continue to learn? That's the biggie. Companies want to invest their time and money into people that want to learn, that want to grow, and that are really in it, and then you don't have to have a passion for the company right off the bat because you don't even know them, but you have to have a passion come across as someone, that really puts hard work into it, because that's super important. So back to the question, if you're not succeeding, what do? The answer, work harder, work more, do something different, ask questions, so see how I'm kind of just bouncing things off. It's a really great way to learn how to be a recruiter. I can go down lots of different traits and things that a recruiter has to have, but that's a different video. I just want you to pass an interview. I think that would be amazing. And if you do want to talk recruiting, I do have that recruiting roundtable every other Wednesday at 11 Pacific Standard Time. So I hope to see you all there. Definitely like, subscribe, and keep safe during the holidays. I know everything's kind of coming to a close as far as interviews and stuff go, but you know what? You'd be surprised on how quickly companies can move right now, because they do need to hire. So there's still work that needs to be done from you as a recruiter, and also for people that are ready to spread their wings and start other careers and go into recruiting. So good luck. I will see you every week, Thursday at noon. And don't forget that money is just a vessel that gets you to do all the amazing things you want to go do. It gives you freedom. So go live your life. See you next week.